from in here.
Okay, so after you fight those guys, this is just right after that. You walk down the stairs and go into the halls of Nero. So, this is the second challenge that's difficult. What you have to do here is get through this maze, basically, in 8 minutes. And there's cutscenes. And they take a while, and you're like, oh my god. Because when I was recording, I got to see like exactly how long it was taking. And I was like, oh my god, I'm running out of time. How am I possibly ever going to make it? But I don't think they count cutscene time, because this video is like 10 minutes. And I only had 8 to do it. So they don't count cutscenes against you, apparently.
And they didn't tell you how much time you had to spare at the end of it?
No, you'll hear a beep, beep. Like, you'll hear beeps when you're about to lose. So the hardest part of these is just finding where to start. So first you go up, that first thing, go to the right, and then, well, you saw what I did. And then in this room, you're just going to make a big circle. What's that? Clockwise? Yeah, clockwise. The first room's pretty easy. There's like pretty much 4 platforming puzzles you have to get through in 8 minutes. So it's pretty intense. You have to know exactly where you're going to get this. There's no way you could get this on your first try.
But you said you can reload all these challenges from the start menu?
Yeah.
Like basically Grand Theft Auto style, where you can just replay any mission anytime you want?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I know why. You should be able to.
Yeah. So is this a recording from like your first playthrough where you just reloaded? Like if you played through 95% of the game and reloaded.
Oh, I don't know what
first
happens.
mission,
I don't know what
would you have
happened.
all your upgrades and stuff?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you. Haven't tried that. So like for this recording, I played through once, and then when I got to the end, I hit start a retry mission. Because I'd already missed the 8-minute mark. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to retry it, and now I know exactly where to go. So, yeah. I like these parts, these massive like,
Dungeon.
Puzzle, platforming puzzles.
You know, I wrote down a little talking point for Call of Duty, but I never got to. I wanted to talk about, like, who are those people?
Okay, so, just some of those weird dudes that you killed earlier. So like I said, finding a place to start is the hardest part. Like once you figure out the starting point is right here, then it's pretty obvious where you go for the next couple minutes.
Anyway, I want to talk about dungeons in like RPGs and basically Bioshock versus super linear gameplay of most first-person shooters, and how much more fun dungeons are.
Oh, like how Bioshock's not linear at all. There's just a big-ass area.
It's like, yeah, well, Bioshock is almost like Zelda in how you're given a temple, go.
Yeah.
And you can go almost everywhere. You might have to find a key to unlock a new room.
And then eventually find a new power that lets you go somewhere else.
Right, you might have to talk to someone to activate a boss. Yeah, you have to find a new power, which is the power that's going to take out the boss. And most first-person shooters, like a Call of Duty or a Halo or a Medal of Honor or anything really, they're super linear.
The closest thing to it was
super hallway shooters.
Halo ODST. The night part was pretty open.
That is true.
Like the first time you play, you think it's pretty cool. You didn't like it the second time through.
Well,
because you knew it was just like a mission selector.
Right, exactly. Well, like the night part in ODST, it was, that was very dungeon-esque, but not even really. It was just a mission selector. Like, you're right, exactly. Like it's just.
But it was awesome because it was open.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was awesome because it was open, but there wasn't, stuff to do other than choose a mission. It was just, okay, you're here, You can choose any mission you want. Get there.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, okay, you need to find the red key.
Right. Yeah, this is open world. Then once you choose something, it's pretty damn linear.
Mm-hmm.
Like these dungeons, there's basically one way through.
Yeah, well, I mean, even in Zelda, there's one way to get the boomerang. Mm-hmm. There's one way. There's one door to blow up with a bomb sack. To open up the hidden area to get the quarter piece of heart.
Yeah.
But even so, like Bioshock, I think actually did a really good job of being more dungeon than linear.
Yeah, you just get off the subway and there's a huge area to explore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed that jump.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh. I don't know. The dungeon way of doing it is so much more. Or like Doom is almost dungeon,
It's been too long.
Well, okay, but there's not there's no arrow pointing you where to go. There's a lot of different hallways you can take. There's a lot of different ways to explore.
Yeah.
There's not locked doors on every single side. There
right.
are
it's
doors.
It's not a hallway.
Right. Exactly. Like, despite everything that they try to do, Call of Duty is hallways.
Okay, so this part, I'm like, oh my god, I thought I remembered where to go. I almost lost it right here because I'm like, oh god, I forgot where to go on this one part, and then I'm like, okay, found it.
Oh, because of the time it's running down.
Yeah, and I'm there. There's no timer really, but we're a solid 7 minutes into the game already, or into this level. Yeah, Solid Snake. I love this climbing around stuff.
You should play Prince of Persia, the most recent one. The one that the movie was...
Yeah, sure, it's on my list of 100 games that I should play.
Well, it's not that long, and that's what she said, and it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
Alright. Yeah, right there. That was BS right there. Like, there was a little cutscene, and I was trying to skip through it, and I jumped off onto the floor. But, anyways.
So what's that flashy thing?
Well, what flashy thing?
That thing, like, right on that...
Oh, that's collectible, but I'm not going to get it, because I want to get them all in one run.
You want to get it later?
Yeah, because I tried doing, like, I got some...
When you're not on the clock.
Right. And So right here is where... That's the starting point of this maze. And that took me forever. I was like running around this room trying to figure that out. But yeah, I tried to get some of the feathers in Assassin's Creed 2, and then I'd like try to use I was trying to use Frag's Guide to get the rest, and you just keep going to points where you'd already gotten them, and you're just like, oh, this is so frustrating. Like, I'd rather just do them in order.
From scratch.
All at once, from scratch.
That's the thing. Like, you end up printing out a checklist.
Yeah, and just going one by one. Because if you miss one, and you don't know which one, you're going to be so pissed. Like,
I blame that partly on the game.
Thing?
Yes, I blame that partly on the game for not doing a good enough job of telling you which ones you have.
See, you know what I really liked in Fable 3? Is
199 of 200 more.
So there's like
pigeons.
50 gargoyle things or whatever.
Yeah.
And for each area of the game, it'll say 0 out of 3 or 0 out of 5. So at least you know what area you're supposed to be looking in.
Except in Ocarina of Time, I had 99. I think there's only 100 total Skulltulas. I had 99 of 100. And there was one missing in the whatever city it was that was kind of northeast of Kakariko Village. It had a cemetery, and like in the cemetery there's like a whole other temple underneath it, like the cemetery temple. And I never found that 100th Skulltula.
That's frustrating.
Yeah. Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
So there's a bunch of treasure in here.
Treasure.
But I don't know if like the timer has stopped yet. So I just get the treasure I need and get out, basically.
And complete the objective.
Even though there's more treasures to get, you can go. Yeah. go redo it later if you want.
So if you redo it from the start menu, you can pick up all the collectibles and whatever?
I assume so. I haven't tried yet since, I'm saving those for later.
You're pretty early on in the game?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no, player leveling up bonus for collecting the collectibles?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay.